Here, track and field coach Sean McMahon. Coach, the season is really in full swing now. You get your home meet this weekend. But before we talk about this weekend, let's talk a little bit about last weekend up at the border battle. Some really, really solid performances.
Yeah, it's a long ways to go to compete, and it gives me a chance to point out to the team how important every opportunity is. When you consider that we're going to get on a bus on Friday, we're going to stop halfway and eat, we're going to stay in a hotel. When you commit your entire weekend to a very discriminate amount of time, less than 9 seconds to run a 60-meter dash, maybe even 2 minutes, even for the long races, you're only going to spend 9 minutes on the track. It lets me point out how important opportunities to compete are because of what goes into those and the amount of time and money and resources that we spend. So to get back to your point, a lot of good performances, and that was my message to the team. We're going a long ways to do this. Go make it worth your time and effort, and let's get some conference marks.
Not surprisingly, your distance runners did a really nice job. Peter Boresh had a great time with his second place finish. Gabe Thiel did a nice job. We hadn't really talked about Gabe much this year. And then on the women's side, I don't think we'll ever go through an interview without bringing up Coco's name. She had a great performance in the shot put. Talk a little bit about some of the individual performances that impressed you last weekend.
Well, the great thing about Peter is he didn't even touch what he can do. I mean, when he's going to run as fast as he did, and I'm not going to say it was easy, but there's a lot more for him to get, and he's looking really good. And again, like you said, Gabe Thiel ran the best 800 of his life, and had a really nice look in his eye while he's on the track. Great posture. Sometimes you can just tell a kid's in it mentally by the way they carry themselves. Gabe had it that day, and Coco did what she's been doing. Just it's a lot of really good stuff coming out of her, and it's not by coincidence that her attitude has been awesome lately, it all sort of falls in place when you're there mentally too.
And now Friday, you've got the Cardinal Open here in the Gostomski Fieldhouse. Talk a little bit about this meet in terms of, I know you enjoy it because it's a chance to stay home, but it's more a chance to let the athletes kind of strut their stuff in front of their own fans, and so that students and faculty, staff, people from Winona get to see us compete, because you don't get to do it very often.
Yeah, I'll be honest, a week off about this time of year is not out of the question. In fact, in other years, there might be an early February week where we wouldn't compete. And so instead of not competing, it's a really, really nice opportunity to have basically the best practice of your week on a Friday night. We'll do it in the field house. We'll let in your friends and family, and we let a couple of local teams in. Winona State, UW Lacrosse comes up. So it's very small. We're able to start it late enough in the afternoon that nobody misses class. It's small enough that it's done before 8 o'clock. It's kind of a win-win-win-win-win all the way around. And plus, I just really, really like the chance to sort of feature our facility and let our kids compete in a place where they call home, and where they spend most of their winter training anyways.
And as expectation-wise, just about hard to believe, but probably just about to the halfway point of the indoor season, what should you be looking for Friday night in terms of times, distances, that type of thing heading into Friday?
Yeah, we're on kind of that downward training cycle where kids should be feeling better. Kind of, I guess, in our world we call it the taper. I think that word gets used too loosely, but that's kind of what we're doing. The time should start getting better. And not only that, but we identify specific events this week, maybe more than others, where you might only run, because that meet's condensed to about 2.5 hours, it's a little tougher to run 2 events. So we might pick only one event for each of the members of our team, only run the 600, maybe somebody only runs the 4. So that's been my focus, is show up. It's a small amount of time, and it's great in this room where you're filming me right now. Parents, come on up, grab a can of Coke, or I guess Pepsi. I shouldn't say Coke on here, but we'll grab a can of Pepsi and a snack and watch your son or daughter run on the track outside here.
Cardinal Open begins Friday at 4:30 with the field events, and running events start at 5 o'clock here at the Gostomski Fieldhouse. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Don.